Today, I stumbled across some very shocking information about sickle cell disease. Do you know that Nigeria remains the sickle cell capital of the world? And annually, we have 150,000 sickle cell births. That's children that are born with sickle cell disease. And then annually as well, we have 100,000 plus children who are under 5 years old who die from sickle cell disease. And then in Nigeria, we have 50 million plus carriers, of sickle cell disease. It simply means that carriers of sickle cell disease means that you have the AS, those who have the AS genotype, they are carriers of the sickle cell disease. So this means that if we are at a population of 200 million, it means that out of every four-person, one person actually carries the sickle cell disease. And this is really very staggering that it's actually something, a health emergency in Nigeria. We cannot be having this number of deaths annually coming from just a single ill disease condition. It is absurd that in this age and time we are having such numbers. So it calls for awareness, and as much as possible, I'll be talking about this and educating people. I mean, if you're going to be in a relationship with anyone, one of the first things you should ask that person is what is their genotype. And even when they tell you, before you even get into anything serious, you need to go and have a medical test to establish and be sure. If you need to do it in two different clinics or three different clinics and just confirm, it is really, it's heartbreaking giving birth to children only for them to come and die from something that is preventable. And then for those who don't die, they live through childhood and adulthood with a lot of crisis, with a lot of, I mean, they are in pains. It's a whole lot, the psychological trauma and everything. This is something we need to talk about. This we can't just gloss over this. In fact, when I saw it this afternoon, I was really shocked that in this stage as a country, we are still battling with sickle cell disease and the numbers are really shocking. They are really shocking. Oh God.